current election cycle taking place, many topics have come to the forefront that didn't seem to really carry much importance until about 12 months ago. Some issues carry more importance than others depending on who you are and what belief system you govern yourself by, but the issue I'm talking about today is one that affects everyone in this room, and it's illegal immigration. This issue has caused a lot of debate, and the mainstream media portrays the issue as a partisan issue, meaning that Republicans and Democrats are on opposite sides of the discussion. But the reality is, it's really just an American issue that affects many communities and states around America. In the last 25 years, the number of illegal immigrants in our country has risen from 3.5 million to around 12 million. The problem with having this many people here illegally is the economic impact, as well as the crime being caused by illegal immigrants, including murders and drugs that are pouring across the southern border. Also, within the past 6 months, Paris, Brussels, and California have all been struck by radical Islamic terrorism. Our country's lack of caution in relation to our enforcement of the immigration laws could result in more attacks here in America. So, just how many crimes do illegal immigrants really commit? Well, between 2008 and 2014, illegal immigrants committed, on average, 37% of murders in the states of California, New York, Texas, Florida, and Arizona, while they disproportionately account for only 5.6% of the population in these states. Now, these statistics aren't from a conspiracy theorist website, I promise. They're directly from the Department of Justice data for criminal aliens in the nation's correctional system. To put the murders in perspective and how large of a scale they're happening just on one geographical area, take Texas for example, where between 2008 and 2014, the average number of murders committed by illegal aliens was 472 per year just in Texas in those 6 to 7 years. Another issue that is being caused in our country because of weak border patrol is drug use. We're allowing drugs to pour in through our southern border, and the statistics support this. The CDC reported that last year, heroin users in America have increased by 300,000 people. The Washington Post put out a report last year that the cartels have moved more than 250,000 pounds of heroin into America in the past 2 years. We can see the drug problem affecting U.S. communities, most notably in New Hampshire, where the epidemic became national news after the election cycle happened there, after the New Hampshire primary. Another imminent threat that is facing our country due to weak borders is the threat of radical Islamic terrorism striking our country and hurting innocent people. There are humanitarian efforts that should be sent to people in the Middle East, but bringing them here and not having a proper vetting process isn't the solution. The terrorist organizations have already vowed to infiltrate these refugee populations, especially the ones coming from Syria. And Arizona's Attorney General said on Fox News recently that their intelligence suggests that money transfers going from the Middle East to people in Mexico, Central and South America have more than tripled in the last year. This poses a threat of huge danger to Americans. Now, with all these precautions being taken into place, we could use immigration reform, I don't want to sound completely negative, to help good people come here easily and legally. There are plenty of websites and lobbying reforms, and they have really constructive ideas. I encourage everybody to go to these websites like immigrationpolicy.org to join the conversation and let our nation's representatives know that we do need reform in the areas of immigration. So I hope you learned something today about illegal immigration and realize that taking precaution against bad people coming into our country illegally is just an attempt to keep you and your family safe.